Hello, everybody. Good morning. Well, it's midday. Oh, sound. It's midday. Sound. Hi, how's it going? Let's start again. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, whoever, wherever, whenever you're watching this. Yeah, it's Sunday, the 3rd of November here in not so sunny Spain, in cloudy Spain. It's a bit cloudy today. We've had a lot of problems. Maybe you've seen the news in this region. Hang on, the camera's going a bit strange there. Yeah, and but anyway, we're going to start today with episode 2 of This is the President. Yeah, with the hugely important United States elections just around the corner on Tuesday, I think, the 5th of November. I'm diving into a game called This is the President, which is about a corrupt president who needs to change the constitution and not go to jail. Remind you of anybody? I don't know. I'm wearing my Jello Biafra t-shirt today, saying that I am in the grip of the CIA. I tried to stream last night, but there was some issues, mostly whiskey. And also, I was going to do the Batman. I was going to do 4 streams over the last few days, and this is the second. So, maybe I was being a bit optimistic about everything, But we're gonna jump straight into the game. Anyway, let me introduce myself. My name is Brian. The channel is Class A Plus English. It's a very, very small channel. I'm an English teacher, and what I'm doing is I'm playing video games and, using it to explain vocabulary for ESL, English as a Second Language learners, people learning English. I thought it's a fun way to do it. And even if you speak English, if it's your native language, don't worry. Yeah, we're playing a nice game. Now, I want to say, first of all, this has got nothing to do with me. The decisions I'm going to make, I'm quite a nice person once you get to know me. So this is just a game. Like The Walking Dead, I have to say this many times. This is just a video game, okay? It's not reality. So we're just going to dive in. So let's get the party started, yeah? Woo, come on, let's go. Where are we? Okay, here we are. Now, okay, I hope the sound is okay. Hang on. I hope the sound is okay. What's happened? Well, we have been elected. We've been elected president, and the main idea of becoming president is we need to change the constitution so that I have immunity, that when I leave office, they cannot send me to jail. A very apt story for today's world, no? What else? Well, let's have a quick look here. We've got Alta. These are the people. These are my employees. Alta's on a mission. Okay, she's my press officer. Alvaro is my muscle. Let's have a look at Alvaro. He protects clients, preemptive attacks, spying on people, and physical threats. Yeah, if I need to get something done, he's my bodyguard. Clint is the lawyer. He's the legal eagle. And Ollie is the computer guy. He's the IT guy. He works in IT. He's a hacker, and he does all kinds of stuff. He's really good. What's happening so far? Well, you can see I have $2 million in the bank. It's November 2020 or 2020. One of my students this week, hello, Estrella, big shout out to Estrella Madrid. She was babysitting a kid, and the kid said, no, you cannot say 2020, it's 2020. This isn't true. Yeah, people say 2020. People say 2020. It doesn't matter. Now, my approval rating is 50.7%. Any IELTS students doing the Task 1 writing academic exam, when you're describing graphs, we don't have to say 50.7%. We could just say just slightly over half. Just over 50%. Yeah? We can be more general with that. All right, let's get the party going. So where are we? We need to move on, I think. I need $7 million. Right, so There is a guy called Noah. He wants 7 million to open negotiations with a powerful representative of the Congress. If you don't go ahead with this, you'll likely be sent to jail for your retirement. So we need to pay him 7 million. He's a fixer. He's a lobbyist. What is a lobbyist? Well, they try to persuade politicians to vote, I suppose you could say, in their interest. Yeah, they try to persuade people, typically politicians, to do what they want for their bosses. Maybe it's big pharma, maybe it's tobacco, maybe it's the oil industry, whatever it is. Yeah, it could be anything. Let's move on. So we're moving into, I guess, the next month. Let's have a go. All right, it's the end of November 2020, pre-COVID, everybody. We were all so happy and carefree back then. I did a victory speech, and it gave me a bump. It increased my popularity by 4.2%, just over 4%. And a lame duck. This is my opponent who I beat, and I've forgotten his name, Faust, and he's a lame duck. Meaning he's president, but he has no power anymore because he's leaving. I need to sort something out here. Hang on, just for the controller. Let's continue. All right, November. Into Anua, if anyone remembers them, yeah? Okay, this is Melania, my wife, Ellie, my wife, and she says, "Honey, Alta has finished with the draft and has an abstract for you that covers the main points. Amendment 28 to the United States Constitution." Big election next week, everybody. I hope you're all calm. Everyone seems very stressed about it. I'm staying away from social media at this point because social media is completely crazy, I think. So let's just wait and see. Okay. Your subordinate is back, Ollie. Tina, why? I don't know. My HR manager. What does HR stand for? That's right, it stands for Human Resources. Mr. President, Ollie compiled psychological profiles for each of the positions, loaded a list of resumes. Now, resume is more American, yeah. I think really in British English we would say CV, curriculum vitae, yeah. But I think Americans use the word, I guess it's French, resume, more. So he's loaded a list of resumes into the machine and assigned the best people in all positions. Only time will tell how well his system works. But the public is impressed with our progressive approach to hiring. Wow. 2% bump in popularity. So that puts me up to about 53%, I suppose. 52.7, everyone. IELTS people, just under 53%. Okay, let's compose the first executive order because I am the president. Antonio, my vice president, Antonio Esteban, he says, "Buddy, don't call me buddy, call me Emperor, Your Highness." Clint says he has drafted a super legally secure version of your first executive order. According to him, not a single bastard judge will be able to prevent those documents from being declassified. Right, that is my first move as president. I have decided to declassify Area 51 Roswell files, the files on the aliens, everybody. I had different choices. I could choose to try to find a cure for cancer, end poverty. What was the other one? I can't remember. Poverty, cancer, aliens. There was another one, but I've forgotten what it is. But we chose Roswell. We chose Area 51. Why? Because it will distract the press. It will distract the people. It will distract the journalists, and I can get on with corrupting the American system. Hallelujah. All right. Excuse me. Current goal, we need to pay 7 million to Noah the lobbyist. Okay, we've got 11 months to do this, so we have time. We have time to make the money, yeah? All right, in the media, let's see what the media is saying. What are the president-elect supporters saying? Will life in America be better now that his actions are directed by Russian oligarchs? Lies, lies, lies. I am not working for the Russians. I have never met them. I have had no contact with them. YMCA, etc. The country still hasn't recovered from the shock of presidential elections. Rumor has it in the establishment circles that President Feist, the incumbent, the lame duck president, won't be giving up so easily and is planning both formal procedures and informal maneuvers to remain in the White House for as long as possible. YMCA, etc. Conrad, all right, Conrad Glover. Now, this is a crook. He's a criminal who tried to rob us in the first episode. Let's see what he says. Tell you what, brother, that new president, that's Coyote. I know him. I used to go on runs for him back in the 90s. Woof. The less said about the 90s, everybody, the better, I think. I figured it out. I figured one of the competition took him down by now, but look, he's been rising high. Oh shit, and Clint works for him too. Interesting, Conrad, interesting. 12,000 likes. Okay, it's Israel. Greetings, Mr. President. I've come to New York on an unannounced visit to handle a personal matter. I'm sure you're extremely busy right now, but if you'd give me some time, I would be more grateful to meet you in person. Alta, she's my PR person. So how about giving those journalists a public flogging? A flogging, a whipping, yeah? We have all the documents we need to expose the rumors as fabrications. Okay, so everyone is saying I'm working for the Russians. YMCA. The main thing is to keep calm and hammer the facts. Deny everything, and they're trying to hang on you. Once the journalists realize they can't provoke you, they will calm down. Okay, Alta, good advice. Thank you. Okay, we've got 2 new events. An unexpected visit, fabricated rumor. You received the first document you can sign. All signable documents are stored in a separate tab. Let's have a look. Okay, declassifying the aliens. You can start signing documents as soon as you are inaugurated. As soon as I become president, everybody. But you can use the time before you become president to lobby. So we have a lobbyist, and then the verb is to lobby people. I'm thinking of a song, but I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to sing today. I've got a slight hangover. All right, we can lobby people. Let's have a look. Lobbying costs money, but if you hype up a document before you sign it, it will give you a bigger ratings bump. To hype something up. Publicity, basically. You know, like Hollywood will hype up a film. This is the greatest film ever. This is going to be, I think it's November 15th. It's Gladiator 2, everyone. Gladiator 2. And we're going to see a lot of hype about that. It's the greatest movie of all time with the biggest budget, etc. That's all hype. Don't believe the hype, as Public Enemy once told us. Lobbying takes a month. Each document can be lobbied twice for a bigger rating boost. Okay, I'm in. Documents will be lobbied to level 2, so it costs $100,000. $100,000. Now, often when we are talking about money in the thousands, we can say $1,000,000. Now, this is both typical in Ireland and England, and also in the States, in America. So I could say this is $100,000. They want $100,000. Okay, I'm in. I'm all in. All right. It's going to take a month. First executive order, amendment alert, close that. And then we've got the aliens. To speed up window and text animations, hold down the right button. Okay. Fabricated rumor and unexpected visit. So we've got the Israeli Prime Minister. and we've got a fabricated rumor. Someone has invented a rumor. They are spreading rumors, lies, gossip, all of it against me. They will be destroyed. Refute a rumor that you started yourself. So this game is, in this game we are going to we're going to dive into the power, the influence, the corruption, and we started a rumor to say, Donald Trump is owned by sorry, not Donald Trump. I am owned by the Russians. Yeah, sorry. Excuse me, Donald, if you're watching, you orange bastard. But anyway, let's go. All right, Alta says, Communication Director, members of the press, thank you for coming. The President-elect, that's me, everybody, is ready to answer your questions. I'm the President, everybody. It's going to be a bloodbath. Okay, Joanna Rizzuto. Sir, my name is Joanna Rizzuto. I'm from Just DC. Okay. Hi, Joanna. You may call me Your Highness. On behalf of all my colleagues and the American people, I must ask you, yes? How do you feel about being elected? Are you all right with the idea? I haven't sobered up yet. Yeah, I'm completely drunk and Okay. No, that's not an option. I feel great. I'm getting ready for the inauguration, the opening party, the the pre-club party. I'm constantly stressed. Yeah, Spanish students, listen to the pronunciation, not stressed. I'm stressed. And you journalists aren't making life any easier. Wait, we had a press conference, so you could ask that? Yeah. Let's just play it. Play it cool. I feel great. Okay, I'm sure that America will be happy to hear that. My question is this. Are you really planning to declassify our military secrets and share them with the Russians? YMCA. I know a few Russian words. Privet, Spaziba, Paka. So by all means, consider me a spy. I don't know what those words mean, everybody. Sorry if that's offensive to you. Definitely, maybe. My pronunciation is not good. No, I'm not saying that. That's a complete lie. And I'm not going to comment on this nonsense. Does anyone have a serious question? Let's call it a lie. As a lie is a lie which I invented, which I made up. In this case, how do you comment on the fact that your wife's Russian relatives, whom she passes the secret information that she gets from you? Right, yeah. I tell my wife, I tell Melania everything. I mean, Elisa, whatever her name is. Ellie, sorry. Forgetting my wife's name there. Yeah, sorry, Ellie, when I shouted out Melania. Was it Ivanka? Yeah, Ellie, sorry. Ellie doesn't have any Russian relatives. You can see for yourself in her family tree. Have you no conscience at all, you scum? Scum is a hard word, you horrible person. As you know very well, there aren't any Russians in Ellie's family. Do you know who else makes up Ellie's family? Vietnamese, Estonians, Icelanders. People from all over the world. The American dream is a multicultural melting pot that is the USA. What should we choose? Let's go for the second one. Let's go hard. Have you no conscience at all, you scum? As you know well, there aren't any Russians in my family, or Nelly's family. Sire, your Highness, apologies. I didn't mean to offend anyone. Take her away. I want her head on a stick by the end of the evening. Sorry, I'm getting into this, yeah? I'm getting into this. YMCA, etc. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, please don't abuse our patience. Let's have another question. Joe Lynn, right in the center. Sir, I'm Joe Lynn from the newspaper right in the center. So obviously, so in English we say left wing, right wing. Yeah, so right wing, conservative, left wing, more socialist, I suppose, and then you're in the center. So right in the center would be right of center. Yeah, conservative maybe with a small c. I don't know, sir. Your Highness, I'm Joe Lynn from the newspaper right in the center. My question is, do you know anything about the reports that show your former business partners were awarded with profitable contracts? Are you suggesting corruption, Mr. Lynn? Off with his head! Sorry, not a choice. My former partners are market leaders. They will continue to receive profitable oil contracts from the Russians. That's a lie. No one received Russian oil contracts. I don't know anything about that. Well, the Russians. No, I don't want to piss them off. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to make them angry either. Like they're not the enemy. Like yeah. YMCA. I don't know anything about that. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Mr. President-elect, according to my sources, you are now working on an amendment to the Constitution, and all the noise surrounding your first executive order is just cover. No. We're going to find the aliens, man. Could you please confirm? You journalists are the ones making the noise. We're quietly working on several initiatives, ideas. What the hell? My plan was ingenious and now you've ruined it. I find your speculations quite insolent. Alta, let's shut down this clown show. They're all clowns. Let's go for the journalists. Let's attack. Let's answer that question with an attack. Is it true that you are preparing to introduce an amendment in case the Supreme Court blocks your first executive order? None of your business, Joe. We're doing everything in accordance with the law. Ladies and gentlemen, I did warn you, but you wouldn't listen. Unfortunately, we're forced to conclude the press conference. Yeah, bye-bye. See you later. Just a moment, Alta. Let me share a few thoughts in closing. Alta, wait. I've still answered the question. Thank you. Thank you all, but I need to go. All right, let's just share a few thoughts. I'm taking control here, yeah. I'm taking control of the narrative. Folks. Folks means people, yeah. It's a very informal word. I appreciate your professionalism, but I must also ask you to appreciate my time. I will soon be president, ladies and gentlemen, and you will pay for this. Ooh. Friends, next time come to the press conference properly prepared. Friends, the journalists are no friends of mine. Folks, I appreciate your professionalism, but I must also ask you to appreciate my time. I will soon be president, and you are all going to die. YMCA. Friends, next time come to... No, they're not friends. Okay, we're going to go for the top one. Thanks to those of you who followed the rules of proper decorum today. Until next time, decorum, the etiquette, you know, the rules, things that you should do. All right, get out of here while you still can, while you still got some legs. Cowboy, they wanted a war and they got one. Thank you. Yeehaw, Alta. Woo! You started strong and did everything as we planned. I'm glad you didn't fall for their provocations, their tricks to try to get me angry. No way. No siree. No way, McKay. Joe was clearly trying to catch you up, but you handled that perfectly. Thank you. Thank you, Alta. And of course, you were a bit emotional at times, but you connected with the people, and everyone is on your side. They're saying that journalists provoked you. People sometimes people think I'm a monster. You know, they think I'm a monster, but I can guarantee you, once you get to know me, I'm quite nice. All right, I'm quite nice. Okay, let's go back to it. See, those bastards were being completely disrespectful. I had to stop them before they forced you to blah, 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 blah. I'm working for the Russians. I'm an orange-faced lunatic. Okay, well, not like somebody who's just continually blurting it. It doesn't matter at all. At all, at all, at all. There's a pronunciation thing there, yeah, for everybody, yeah. Someone says, I'm working somewhere, and the customer says, thank you. And a nice way to answer that is, Americans are always like, you're welcome, have a nice day. Nobody speaks like this in England or Ireland, yeah? Nobody speaks like that. Nobody says that. It sounds completely crazy. But a nice way, if someone says thank you, is to say, not at all. Not at all. Meaning, no problem, you know? But how do we say not at all? We say it like this. Not at all. Not at all. No problem. Not at all. Thank you very much, Brian. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. So it's a nice way of answering that kind of if you're in that situation. Okay, let's get going. Where are we? Not at all. My ratings are up 0.4% to 53.1, just over 53%. Berta Glover left for dead. Mr. President-elect has challenged convention and crushed it. Smashed it, everybody. Just like you need to smash that like button. And if you're a newcomer here to this channel, please press subscribe and notifications, and you can see when I'm doing new streams. Okay? I crushed it. Rather than sit safely behind his team, he launched a counter-attack against the mainstream media and the fake news and emerged victorious. Hallelujah. All right, we're getting into it now, everyone. Prosecutor General Melissa Jenkins, what does she say? Your Highness, President Weiss signed an executive order pardoning 100 convicts. Among them were his cousin, Tommy, sentenced for cocaine possession, a wealthy heiress who was serving time for fraud, and a businessman convicted of tax evasion. It's scary to imagine 100 dangerous criminals roaming like the zebra on the Serengeti plain, roaming on the plain. Roaming, so criminals, everybody, criminals roaming free in our beautiful country. Would you like me to delay the pardoning procedures so the convicts don't get out until Feist is out of office? Let's have a look at the language there. So his cousin. All right, first of all, to pardon someone. To pardon is to give an amnesty kind of thing, you know. He's in prison. He was caught with a load of cocaine. He gets a pardon. He's released, yeah? So sometimes there are these special occasions. And in America, I think when the president is leaving office, he has the ability to pardon certain people. I think it was Bill Clinton, wasn't it? And one of his family were in prison for like cocaine possession, a lot of cocaine, and he got pardoned. They're talking about Biden now. His son, Hunter Biden, they think that Biden is going to pardon his son so he can come out of jail. He can get out of jail. A wealthy heiress. To inherit is the word, you know. So maybe a parent dies, or the parents die, and they leave the house, or they leave some money to the family, you know. And then if you're an heiress, especially with, like, you know, when it's in the millions and billions, you know, we often talk about heir, H-E-I-R, female heiress, prince, princess. So she's in prison for fraud because obviously she doesn't have enough money, and a businessman convicted of tax evasion. Okay, it's scary to imagine. Am I going to slow it down? Am I going to delay it? I don't like the incumbent president. I don't like him, so we're going to do this. We're going to slow everything down. Yato Rashid, head of Natural Resources Defense Council. Mr. President, Your Highness, big bow. Your predecessor withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement, YMCA. In the meantime, U.S. greenhouse gas emissions have increased by 8%. Why don't we sign the treaty again and protect America from extinction? Make America non-extinct. I don't know. My predecessor, the person before me, he withdrew. Yeah, you make an offer. Imagine I want to buy a house. I make an offer, but then I don't want to continue. I withdraw. Drawn. I withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement, like a certain orange-faced person. Yeah, let's go for it. Melania. Honey, the editor of Body Positive magazine invited me to do a photo shoot for their 2021 calendar. I would love to do it, but I first want to check with you. It is supposed to be a nude photo shoot without makeup or retouching. Would you agree to let the whole world see your first lady unadorned? Naked as in no clothes. Notice the pronunciation there, clothes. I open the door, I close the door. In the morning, I put on my clothes. It's exactly the same pronunciation, yeah? Yeah, why not, Ellie? Go for it. She's doing Playboy or something. Does Playboy still exist? I don't know. An unexpected visit. Oh my god, it's the bloody Israelis again. 53.1, so I need to boost it. Let's go and see what the Israelis want. What? Feist. Good evening, Mr. President-elect. Please take a seat. What are you doing here? Mr. Cedar, are we not having a private meeting? So this is the Prime Minister of Israel. Feist, what are you doing here? Okay, we're going to be polite. We're going to be polite. Senor Cedar, are we not having a private meeting? I don't know what that accent was here, sorry. Okay, the incumbent president says he's outgoing. Incoming, outgoing. My friend, I'll let you in on a little secret. This is my meeting. David flew in. Fly, flew, flown. Past simple. He flew in at my request. But we decided to invite you so you wouldn't blow a fuse. A fuse is what you have, the electricity. But in my building, the electricity is not so good. Sometimes if I have too many things on, if I have the computers on and the washing machine on and the cooker on, it will blow a fuse, yeah? So in this regard, to blow a fuse means to go crazy. My boss is going to blow a fuse when she finds out, yeah? To go absolutely batshit, yeah? David Cedar, Prime Minister of Israel. Oh, come now, my old friend. Why do you rush to attack? Wow, Israel playing the peacemaker, yeah? Well, it is a video game. Mr. President-elect, please excuse me. Jew is a great man. He just hasn't yet come to his senses about his recent defeat. He's taking it badly, everybody, yeah? Which is probably what's going to happen next week, yeah? Seriously, David? He started first. He started it first. I took him in as a friend, and in return all he did was spit in my face. Spit in my face. Get over yourself, Heist. You only summoned the Prime Minister here so you could cry on his shoulder. Oh, I'm so sad. So now you're telling your foreign friends never to do business with me again? You can't fool me. You set me up at that Prince conference. That's right, he did. He did. He accused me of being a hypocrite. Are you talking about that rumor? You think it was me? You won't believe me, but I'll say it anyway. I had nothing to do with it. I don't know who did exactly, but one of your own people was behind it, along with that journalist Joe. Someone inside my organization? It was me. I've already said it, but I'll say it again. Do you think that David and I are some heartless bastards who sit around drinking bourbon while ordinary people are suffering in poverty? Oh, hell yes, I do, sir. We are not drinking for fun. We are drinking because we are addicted, but out of grief. Grief, sadness. Sadness, yeah, to grieve. Grieve, to grieve. To grieve for someone, like, for example, somebody dies, and you grieve them, you're very sad. And then, so grief is sadness. Our careers have been a series of missed opportunities. Spanish students missed opportunities. You sure don't ever change. You never admit your mistakes. Why didn't you publicly apologize? That would have earned you a few more votes, maybe enough to carry the election. You don't ever change. Hi, everybody. Hope you're well. Say hello. Leave a like. Where are you? Where are you? Tell me where you're from. I'm in Spain. Where are you? My greatest. Oh, right. So Jufai says, my greatest mistake was my naivety, my innocence. When I began my term as president, I had no idea how it would turn out, how it would finish, and I paid dearly. There was a strong price to pay. That's some nice language there. To be naive is to be innocent, yeah? Somebody comes up in the street and they say, oh, can I borrow 50 euros? I'll be back in 5 minutes. I don't know the person. Yes, I say, yeah, sure, here you go. And I never see them again. Why? Because I'm being naive. When it began my term, I had no idea how it would turn out. I didn't know what the result would be, how it turned out. And I paid dearly. There was dear sir, dear madam, yeah, so we can do it like that, my dear friend, yeah, but here, it's an interesting word. Dear can mean expensive, I would like to buy a Ferrari, but it's too dear for me. I don't have enough money. I can't afford it. I don't have enough money. So here he's saying I paid dearly. The price was really expensive, yeah. I went to the new restaurant last night. The food was fantastic, but it was a bit dear. It was a bit expensive. So there you go there, yeah. Nice work. And now it's your turn to pay. Or are you naive enough to believe you'll just sell your assets? No. I assure you this position carries with it some heavy losses. Is that a threat, Mr. Feist? Is that a threat? I called you for one simple reason. You see, there is one powerful person who refuses to admit your victory. Vladimir? No. Who could that be? Wait, did you really throw the election on purpose? He's in prison, so he is no threat to me. Who is that person? Okay, at the beginning of the game, the opening sequence was some man in a prison eating lobster. threatening to destroy me. Now, I don't really know who it is. Obviously, they do, but let's find out. Bum, 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 bum. Stop it. You know what I'm talking about. Stop it. You know what I'm talking about. You've been, excuse me, you've been shitting on Wister, and he wants to get his hands on you. Right now, he's got a whole army of Secret Service agents guarding him. That's what guarding, everybody, guarding you. That's why he's looking for any lead to keep you out of the White House. Never! Oh, and I assure you, even if you do make it there, this will not make your life any safer. Things might even get worse. Right, so somebody's after me, that guy in prison, eating the lobster. I will become president and take him down myself. So what is he planning to do? Let's try and find some information. It might be disinformation though, everybody. Now, to take him down, this means I will destroy him. Take down, isn't that like wrestling or whatever? Right, let's find out. Let's see. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing for information. Yeah. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprises of the first days in office. You'll see soon enough to spoil something, to ruin the party. All right. I think that's another threat from Mr. Feist, or however it's said. David, how might I best help our new friend out of this trouble without my... Well, hang on. David, how might I best help our new friend, me, out of this trouble without raising any eyebrows? To eyebrow, eyelash, eyelash, eyebrow. To raise an eyebrow. To raise an eyebrow. To cause suspicion. Yeah? My boss raised her eyebrow when I said that something. I gave a stupid kind of excuse. Yeah? To raise an eyebrow is to be suspicious. To be suspicious. Well, Jude, that's quite the task. I can only share my experiences. Okay, Mr. Prime Minister. I personally orchestrate the leaks, the information that come from my administration. I say what I will do first, second, and third, and then I do the fourth instead. Thus, I remain unpredictable to my opponents and smoke out to expose the traitors in my camp. Snitches get stitches. Like I said before, you're quite the asshole. Now, asshole is a very American. In Britain and in Ireland, we say arsehole, A-R-S-E, arse, culo in Spanish, right? We say arse, but Americans will say ass. You're quite the asshole. I myself always keep everything under lock and key. I keep it all tight, the kind of lock that no one can pick. So yeah, we pick a lock. To pick the lock is to break the lock, to break into something. But our dear friend here doesn't know that art. It would seem his lock has already been picked. Ha ha! I'm not going to lie to anyone, especially not my own people. So what do you expect me to do with all of this? What do you expect me to do with all of this? I expect you to... Don't sit idly, to be idle, to be lazy, but prepare yourself. As I said, a massive assault is already underway against you. And if you're not swept away, well, I won't go into that one yet, by the first wave, think Valencia, then the second one will almost surely finish me off. To finish me off meaning to destroy me, to kill me. So there's a tsunami of hate coming at me. But that's okay. YMCA, etc. Let's say this. So long as our interests remain intertwined, I will help you. You have already received news from a person who is not publicly connected with me, so no one will learn that I'm helping you. You've already received news from a person who is not publicly connected with me. Who's that then? Publicly, I will continue to shake my fist at you, and you must likewise continue your public criticism of me. This is difficult for students. Hang on. Keep telling the world what a bastard I am. Don't worry, it's like sweet music to me. It's beautiful, and no one will ever suspect our collusion. Yeah, that we're working together. Now, criticism, to criticize. Now, there's a lot of words in English with this ISM. Now, the pronunciation, think of it as ISAM. Socialism, capitalism, yeah, criticism, ism, yeah. I can't think of any other words beginning with, but there's plenty of words with the ism, yeah. I think of it as ISAM, ism. Vice, do you really think I'm going to trust you? What are you talking about? I hope you're not lying this time. Okay, so, do you expect me to trust you after the performance at the press conference? What the hell are you talking about? I hope you're not lying to me this time. Shall we play the game? It's politics, everybody. Let's play the game. I hope you're not lying to me, which is really, I'm kind of giving an acceptance there, yeah? I never lie. Sometimes I distort the truth. That's all. You do it all the time, do you not? No, no comment. And now, I am sorry, but I must be alone with David. He's the only one who can help me get out of the pile of shit I find myself. A pile of shite, everybody. Caca. So meaning he's in trouble. I have but one simple wish. A quiet retirement. Please try to understand my friend, and if possible, don't discuss our conversation with anyone, although who would believe you if you did? Terry, my little friend, who sits on my shoulder. Maybe he would believe me. Okay, we've got the Prime Minister of Israel. Mr. President-elect, again, please forgive me. It's a pity that we had to meet under such circumstances, but I simply couldn't refuse Jew's request. I promise next time we meet, it will be just the two of us. I've got a feeling we're not going to meet, Mr. Cedar. Faithless electors. Faithless, suggesting they are, what, non-religious? On a Sunday? Whiskey on a Sunday. Buddy, Your Highness, I decided to bring back the good old days and found out something most unpleasant, not nice. We are being spied upon. We are being surveyed. We are under surveillance. And no, we're not talking about Secret Service agents. Some shady characters are watching every step we take. Shady. Shady. If you go to Instagram, you will see this vocabulary as one of the word of the day things, shady. Shady means suspicious, a bit dodgy, you can't trust it. It could be a person. I think he's a bit shady. Yeah. It sounds a bit shady to me. It's a good word. Alright. So we're going to talk about Secret Service agents. Some shady characters are watching every step we take. Every step you take, according to my old contacts in the FBI, they refer directly to Warren Munger, head of national intelligence. Here is a recording I made the other day, abiding by all rules of secrecy. As soon as I gather more evidence of illegal surveillance, we will counterattack them together. Check it out. The private conversation of agents when their superiors, when their bosses hear of this, a lot of heads will roll. When I become president, heads are going to roll. Tapes like these are not easy to obtain and will fetch a lot of money on the open market. So I can sell these tapes, I can sell this information, maybe to my Russian friends. Your Majesty, the election campaign has been really stressful for us. Everyone's on edge and about to lose their tempers. Alta is bullying Alvaro around. Even Clint starts tapping on the table whenever anyone talks to him. But of course it's me who suffers the most. You know how sensitive I am. Luckily, an old college friend, buddy, of mine, the coolest psychologist ever, is in Washington, D.C. right now. He's not cheap, but why don't we call him in to help? He'll have everything sorted out in 10 minutes. Otherwise, I'll start to lose my mind. 10 grand for this cool psychologist. I'm in. A bargain, everybody. Okay, what have we got? Vaccines. Vaccines. Ruben Shapiro, chairman at Big Pharma Suits. Mr. President, our corporation has created the Upiter N vaccine. I believe that one day it will eradicate the flu. But the anti-vaccine lobby, you know who you are, has been on the rise. Now they're calling us greedy baby killers. To increase public trust in big pharma suits, we've filmed the vaccination movie stars, influencers, and politicians. To increase public trust in pharmaceutics, we've filmed the vaccination movie stars. That's not right. Okay, so they're doing publicity. They've got influencers like, maybe like micro niche influencers like Class A plus English, movie stars, and politicians. Mr. President Feist, for example, has already participated. Would you like to be part of this campaign? One shot in the shoulder, and we will donate 150 grand to your charity account. A shot, you get a vaccination, you get a jab, you get an injection. Is an injection painful or painless for you? Painful or painless? For me, an injection, when I go to the doctor, it's painless. As long as I don't look, as long as I don't watch what's going on, it's painless. It doesn't hurt me. All right, here we go. You've received your first item. To use it to... Let's go. We got something, everybody. You can use items to earn rating boosts and other bonuses. You can also sell items to Noah. He's always happy to buy compromising evidence and the like, and he knows how to make it pay well. To get new items, go to missions and complete assignments. To compromise someone, is to basically blackmail. If you remember from the Hercule Poirot video game we played, the family were being blackmailed there because the blackmailer said, I have compromising information. So maybe something illegal, maybe something embarrassing, that you don't want it to get out. Things like that, All right, so we can sell it to the Russians. And it's worth $900,000. Ooh, boy, $1 million. Let's wait, though. Let's not do anything yet. We need to make some money, though, yeah? Melania, darling, I suggest you hold on to blackmail material. Blackmail. Unless you urgently need money or approval ratings, there is no need to sell it to Noah right away, immediately, right away. My boss says, Brian, I want you to do the report. I say, when? Right away, Brian. I say, okay, Tuesday or Monday. It may come in handy when dealing with influential people. Handy is an informal expression meaning useful, yeah? A mobile phone is very handy because when I'm outside of my house and I'm hanging out with, Julia Roberts and Tom Cruise and stuff, I'm able to take a selfie with my phone. It's very handy. It's very handy. You didn't know that, but Julia Roberts and Tom Cruise follow this account. So more the reason to like and subscribe. They know micro niche when they see it. All right, what's next? We've got faithless electors. Faithless. I guess this is going to be something about religion. There's an ant on my camera. How the hell is there an ant in November on my camera? Oh, look at this. Hey, Wapo! Faithless electors. Antonio says, Your Highness, we have a problem. Remember Ben Trayer, who leaked the polling figures ahead of the Wisconsin primary? He became our elector there. Okay, we're moving into American politics stuff that I don't really know. To leak information. Of course, there was a Julian Assange, yeah? He was the leader of WikiLeaks, yeah? To leak information. I'm working for a company. They're doing something illegal. I give the information to the press, to the journalists. I'm a whistleblower. A whistleblower. That's an interesting word. Let's go on to this for a second. A whistle. I can't do it. I'm those jealous of people, like when I was at school, people go, or whatever, I can't do it. Now, a person is a whistleblower. A whistleblower is someone who gives information often to the media, So say I'm working for a company, they're doing something illegal, I go to a journalist, I say, look at this, yeah? I'm blowing the whistle. Something's wrong. Something wrong is going on. WikiLeaks, sorry, this is, go away. How is it doing that? It keeps coming back. Sorry, I'm not tripping out or anything. Yeah, it's just something is going on here. Yeah, to blow the whistle. Yeah, so to kind of reveal the information. Yeah, so and we leak information. So I'm working in a company and I give someone information. I'm leaking it. Like a pipe, drip, 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 drip. So that's what WikiLeaks were doing. They were leaking U.S. military information. Yeah. All right, we got this guy Ben Trier. He's leaking stuff. He wants to become an elector. I don't know. So that's important. He's eating a strawberry ice cream. So Trier just called and told me that 5 people approached him with an offer. You can guess what they wanted him to defy the will of the people, YMCA, and vote with his conscience in the Electoral College over my dead body. In return, they promised Trier a place in Feist's new administration. You know what that means. Since Feist couldn't win the election fairly, he's trying to buy it. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Anyway, let's continue. Feist is some piece of work. He's a bad person. I can't wait to tell the media. Feist has nothing to do with this, Tony. There's other, more dangerous people behind this. Wait, we won the election? Right? There's another one? Okay, let's get the explanation because I don't understand it either. What you forget? What? You forget the presidential election happens in 2 stages? A month ago, the people didn't actually vote for you, but for the electors in their states. Wait, what? And now those electors will formally vote for you. How strange. Are they obliged to vote for me if the state votes for me? If the state votes Class A plus. If the state votes for Class A, are they obliged to vote for me or can they vote for Class B? Or even Class Cs, which we won't even talk about. But in some states, electors have the right to vote as they please. Jesus, that's a lot of power, yeah? So we can still lose? So what do we do now, everybody? I'm thinking, what do we do now? Don't worry. I already figured out a solution. I have already come up with, I've already solved the problem. I have a solution. Treyer told Vice people that he needed to think about their offer, so we still have a chance to do something if we work quickly. So, is it time to kill somebody? Are we going to do our first assassination? First, we need to figure out what can stop a Wisconsin elector from voting however he pleases. Then we'll know what to do. The election law of each state has so many wrinkles. It's enough to trip up the devil. Wrinkles. Wrinkles is like something that I don't have, for example, under my eyes. I don't have wrinkles. But some people do, yeah? Lines. I don't have them, but some people do. It's enough. It's so complicated. Even the devil could trip up. Even the devil could make a mistake. But when it comes to law, our Clint is the devil's worst nightmare. We should ask him what he thinks. All right, Clint, get in here. Your Excellency, I don't know the laws of each state by heart, but I can quickly learn the responsibilities of Wisconsin's electors. To know something by heart means to have it memorized. When we were at school, we used to have to learn, I don't know, poems by heart, to recite the poem, you know? So, to memorize it, you know it. Yeah, to know it by heart. Some people, like for example, they like films and they are able to recite the dialogue in the film by heart because they've watched it so many times or whatever, they know it. All right. Or you could bring a lawsuit against the state and wait for the court to deliberate the rights of Wisconsin's electors. This is what's going to happen now in next week, everybody. We are moving into chaos, yeah? You know what's going to happen. There's going to be the election. Trump is going to declare victory early. Then it's going to be litigated. It's going to go to the courts until January. And God knows what happens before that. Yeah, but you know, I can guarantee you that he's going to declare an early victory, whatever happens. Because Trump has two choices, doesn't he? He wins or he declares it as a fraud, you know? It's the actions of a sociopath, a child-like sociopath. Either way works fine, but the courts could take months, and I don't think you have that time. We've got all the time in the world. Clint, get in here. You are the future commander-in-chief and don't have to do the dirty work. I don't have to get my hands dirty. I can use my subordinates, yeah? My minions. Instead, but remember, they can't act on their own. The success of each mission depends on my orders. So we have two choices. We can research the responsibility or we can sue Wisconsin to change. Let's research. Let's see what they're up to. Go, Clint, be gone. Sir! Wisconsin law does not require electors to vote for the candidate who won their state. They can vote for you, Vice, or Mickey Mouse. That's right, anyone. Mickey Mouse. So often, like here in Spain, people have... Have I been doing that right? Have I just been playing the game? Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry. It looks like I've been. It looks like I didn't realize that I hadn't clicked on the game. Sorry. Okay, so what happened there? Clint is looking into the Wisconsin legal aspect, and he's saying that anybody can, or the elector can vote for anybody, even if the state votes for me, they can vote for anybody. Sorry about that. I did this the other night as well. Yeah. just at the end for a minute, sometimes, it's a new channel and I make mistakes and there's lots of issues all the time. And luckily, nobody watches, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm learning as I go by, you know what I mean? So sorry about that. But nothing really happened. Let's have a look at this again. So this is the guy, right? And he is the elector, and he can vote as he wants. He can vote for Feist, he can vote for me, or Mickey Mouse. Now, it's an interesting fact because people often say to me here in Spain, all right, remind me to go back to the game. We have, well, I don't, but like people have identity cards in Spain, right? You have to, it's like the law. Legal. I mean, I'm supposed to carry my passport or my residency card, but it's not a card, it's like an A4 size thing. So I'm supposed to carry my passport with me all the time. If the police stop me, I need to identify myself. The Spanish citizens have ID cards, yeah? But like in Ireland and England, we don't have identity cards. And people find this really strange. In European countries, most countries, I think, have ID cards, yeah? And they can use them. You can use them for flying. You can fly from Spain to Belgium, yeah? As long as you have your ID card, yeah? Um, And I used to do this to students because, like, I would tell them, like, say you're in London and you get stopped by the police, and the police ask you, "What's your name?" You can say, "My name's Mickey Mouse," if you want. You don't have to give them your name at all. But also, I always reminded students it's not a good idea to say Mickey Mouse. So do not do that. Yeah, do not. If you're in London, you get pulled by the police. Do not say Mickey Mouse because it's going to end up in a lot of trouble. But you don't have to carry ID. In America, I'm not sure. I presume you do. I mean, everyone in America has a driving license, right? But no, in England and Ireland, you don't need that. Look, I'm clicking on game, so we're not going to make that mistake again. Where are we at? We're just over an hour, okay. All right, so this is the guy. He can vote for whoever he wants, but he's waiting. So we need to, like, bribe him, maybe, to pay him money, or maybe assassinate. So if 9 out of 10 Wisconsin's 10 electors support Feist, he will remain president of the US of A, sir. 9 out of 10. Do you see, Your Excellency? I wasn't just sounding an alarm for no reason. Just imagine what would happen if Feist buys the electors. There's a ready-made scenario for a second civil war. Oh my God, does that sound like anything familiar to you? Hang on. All right. Yeah, that sounds really familiar. I wonder where I heard that kind of story about a second civil war in a country. Here's a thing. Here's an interesting factoid, everybody. The Great Britain, the British Empire, yeah, the British Empire. The sun never sets on the British Empire. Britannia rules the waves. They control so many countries, right? They control so many countries, and then when they eventually got kicked out because they never left voluntarily. They always got kicked out. Whenever they left a country, there was always a civil war afterwards. Every country that Britain controlled, yeah, because they it's not just a power vacuum. They created this kind of division as part of the as part of the modus operandi. You know what I mean? Their MO was to create conflict. Every country that they controlled, there's a civil war after they got kicked out. You're welcome. Okay. Second Civil War. How exciting. Okay, continue. Antonio says, we will have a mess on our hands unless we get real evidence that Feist is trying to perform a coup. A coup. A coup d'etat. A military coup. Golpe de Estado in Spanish, yeah? A coup. Notice the pronunciation though. In English we don't pronounce the P. We do it the French style. Until then, Trayer won't release a public statement that they tried to buy him. And here they are all playing golf in suits, looking very golfy here, yeah? Looking very, very golfy. Yeah, cool guys, cool. and we better not push him because we don't want to spook Vice people if they're watching him, and it wouldn't look good if we were photographed with him. Right, spooky. Spooky is a nice word. Halloween is very spooky. Woo, it's scary. But to spook someone, well, actually, it's to scare someone. You can spook a horse or something, maybe, or yeah, I think horses get spooked, don't they? Like maybe there's a dog or something barking, it can like kind of freak out the horse. And we can spook people, so they're involved in this illegal activity, but they're being very nervous, they're being very cautious, and so something might spook them, and they disappear. It's I say it's time to send Alvaro on a business trip. He's my muscle, yeah. Let him carefully observe all of Treyer's contacts. Vice will send someone to get Treyer's answer to his offer, sorry. So they're playing crazy golf. Look at them having a boys' day out, yeah? Woohoo, crazy. All right, Alvaro, guardado. Sir, I'll keep an eye on something. I'll try and take photos of everyone he meets. They won't take your presidency, right? Damn right, Alvaro. We're in this together. To keep an eye on something, I'm in a bar, I'm in a cafe with Julia Roberts and Nicole Kidman and Bruce Springsteen. And I need to go to the bathroom. So I say, Bruce, keep an eye on my bag, will ya? Yeah, keep an eye on my bag. Look after my bag. But tell me, should I be all over him to make sure I don't miss anything, or is it better for me to keep my distance? So close surveillance or distant surveillance? Any opinions? Let's say close. But then we don't want to spook. We don't want to spook them. If we stay close, we could spook Feist or whatever his name is. People watch from a distance. From a distance. I didn't take my eyes off Try. That's just like Bruce Springsteen. I come back from the bathroom and Bruce says, Brian, I didn't take my eyes off it, yeah? But I didn't get too close. The man has one boring life. Kind of like Bruce Springsteen. I read Bruce Springsteen's. No, I didn't read it. I listened to his audiobook of the audiobook of his autobiography, yeah? I gotta say, it's the most boring shite I've ever listened to, you know what I mean? It's like hundreds of pages of a guy driving up and down the Pacific Highway on his motorbike with the wind in his hair, while all the E Street Band are like, taking drugs and shagging women and everything. All the parties going on there, but, Bruce, man, himself on a motorbike. Completely dull stuff. Okay, so he's really boring, like Bruce Springsteen. He sits all day laboring over his paperwork, just working all day. He met with someone from Feist at some Chinese eatery, a restaurant. I photographed everything, even what they ate, although those disgusting noodles make me sick. Sounds a little bit racist, Alvaro, but we'll let it slide. All right. Man, we now have all the evidence we need of Feist's criminal intentions. All we need now is to give it to the press. Alta will figure out that part. So we need to give it to the media, the press, and Alta, the press secretary, she'll solve that part. She'll figure something out how to do it correctly. Cowboy, I see you've been busy digging up dirt on Feist. Now we just need to put it out there to dirt. My hands are clean. My hands are not dirty. I was not involved. Yeah, to dig up dirt on someone is to find out their secrets and scandals. Yeah, the media, the press are always trying to dig up dirt on Class A plus English, but we have nothing to hide, everybody. Nothing. Just tell me, do we address the issue through official channels or are we gossiping? Ooh, good point. So we know it's illegal Do we address it through gossip or official channels? If we issue a press release now, we'll be in control of the information. We'll know what the journalists will write. Now, Feist wants me to slag him off. He wants me to criticize him. But do we want to be associated with this dirty situation? I'm afraid that Feist will just dig us deeper into it. My hands are clean, everybody. Class A plus is always clean. There is nothing on us. I sleep soundly at night, yeah? Do we make rumors or do we go official? But if we just spread it by rumor, that's a completely different situation. Yes, rumors are less predictable, but whatever happens will be at a safe distance. Yeah, right. We can always deny rumors. I think we'll go for rumors. Yeah, it's not direct. Yeah, it's just, I heard a rumor. Yeah. The journalist wrote everything we needed. The Feist administration is in a panic, denying they had any contact with the electors. Meanwhile, the electors themselves are all pledging to vote according to the will of the people, which is really how it should be. I'm just pouring myself a glass of a mug of apple juice here, everybody. Yeah, right. American politics is completely insane. Yeah, man. I have good news. Okay, it's good news. I'm going to let him get away with that informality. Yeah. In future, Antonio, Your Highness, please. What? Tell me. The electors decided to vote in good faith after all. Now, nothing is standing in the way of my presidency. There wasn't a single scumbag. Scumbag. How can I describe who is a scumbag? What is a scumbag? Scumbag. Manchester United are scumbags. Okay, I'll leave it at that. There wasn't a single Manchester United scumbag who turned his back on the American people for personal gain. Fantastic, for personal profit. No matter how much Feist tried to outwit us and the American people, in the end, he only outwitted himself. The truth is on our side. To outwit someone is to be smarter than them, yeah? To be maybe more strategic, to be very, to outwit someone, your wits. So he outwitted himself. He was maybe too strategic, he overthought it. Yeah, this is a problem. A lot of people overthink things, yeah, and he outwitted himself. The truth is on our side, and the side of the American people. God bless the USA, etc. I have a friend from Missouri, and he was telling me the story that every day at school they would have to do the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag. He had to do the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag, and he was going through a Michael Jackson phase at the time. So when he was a kid in school and they had to do the Pledge of Allegiance, he would always pledge his allegiance to Michael Jackson. And he said he kept getting beaten up by all the other kids. I think I laughed for like 2 days solid after I heard that story. Okay, look, we got 3.1, just over 3% increase, 56.2. No matter how hard the mainstream media, the fake news tried, they failed to convince the people that power rested in the country's leadership and not in the elections and the people. Even people who didn't vote for the newly elected president were horrified by the shameless attempted coup. January the 6th, anyone? Says Berta, Left 4 Dead. The left are on my side. All right. Okay, we've got two choices. Well, we've got two things: the daily brief, the daily news and information, and courting the elites, to court someone. Would you like to go out with me? I'm courting a young woman. Okay, so to court someone is to kind of get them to like you. Okay, Graznia Kowalski Sounds Polish. Professor of Landscape Design. Sire, did you see how President Vice decorated the White House for Christmas? He tied Christmas trees around the pillars and hung weird stuffed animals from the railings. It's a disgrace. I'm your biggest fan, and I'd love to help decorate the President-elect's headquarters for a small fee. Want us to show Vice what real style looks like? Do you remember Our Lady Melania? When she did the Christmas decorations at the White House, it looked like fucking hell, you know. $5,000, everybody. $5,000. Yes or no? Yeah, let's go for it. Rita Rotal, personal photographer. Okay, everyone. Pronunciation. I take a photograph. My friend works. He is a photographer. Your worship. Have you noticed how stylish the leaders of China and Russia look in their photos? Would you like to look the same? Let me tell you the secret to their photogenic looks. Photogenic. How would I describe photogenic? Well, I would describe myself as photogenic. I think I'm very handsome in photos and on camera. So yeah, just think me. Think Class A when you think photogenic. There's an army of makeup artists working for these guys. Why don't we hire some Hollywood makeup and nice SFX artists to make you look your best? SFX. What does SFX stand for? Anybody? Now this is a bit different because, you know, like NGO stands for non-government organization. It's a literal abbreviation, isn't it? But SFX, I don't know what the word is, but I don't know. There's probably a grammatical term for this, but it means special effects. Special effects. 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 FX. Effects. I don't know what the word is for that. There must be somewhere, but anyway. So the SFX, the special effects people, are the people who do the explosions, the world blowing up or something, the spaceships fighting. And they want me to look my best. Well, I am pretty photogenic, but if you think you can improve my good looks... Clint, Mr. President, it's too noisy at our headquarters. Alvaro is writing his surreal detective story on a mechanical typewriter. Alta is listening to doon 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 country music, and Ollie's throwing a baseball monotonously. Boom, boom, boom against the wall. It's stopping me from my meditation. It's stopping me from meditating. Will you give some money for soundproofing my office? 10 grand, Clint, but you are important, so yes, you can have what you want, baby. Thank you, Mr. President. Now the walls absorb all the noise and I can finally focus on my work. Yeah, just get it done. Where are we at? Alright. We've got the Daily Brief and we've got Courting the Elites. Let's go for the... Tony accuses the intelligent community of subversion. Ellie arranges a fundraiser to attract the elites. It looks like a club in Vauxhall in London, yeah. Under the arches. Melania, I'm sure you'd like to take a break, but it's time we build bridges with the elite. The elites, the rich, the powerful, the class A's of the world, everybody. Otherwise, we simply won't be able to rule the country. So I've arranged a charity event and invited some of the most influential Americans to attend. Without their support, we would get bogged down on the first tight corner. The success of your presidency is hanging on this event. Please bear in mind that the media mustn't catch wind of the fundraiser or they will shout that we're selling out to the elites. Don't draw too much attention. Let's keep it a quiet evening. Oh my god, there's loads of fucking... Sorry. There's loads of language here, right? Alright. Let's take a break. It's time we build bridges. So in English, to build bridges is to make relationships, yeah? we often talk about burning bridges. Yeah, to burn your bridges, it's like imagine I'm working in my office and I quit my job and I say to my boss, "You're an idiot," and then I say to my colleagues, "And you're an idiot, and you're stupid, and I hate you." I'm burning my bridges because I cannot go back there. Yeah, I can't go back. I'm burning the bridges, and it's like, calling everybody an idiot or something. It's like, you don't go back. So here, though, we're building bridges. We're building relationships with the rich, the powerful, the elites. Otherwise, we simply won't be able to rule the country. Surprise, surprise. So I've arranged a charity event and invited some of the most influential Americans to attend. Without their support, we would get bogged down on the first tight corner. To get bogged down means like to be delayed when there's no progress being made. A bog is very wet, marshy land. It's very difficult here to move in a bog. So when we get bogged down, maybe it could be bureaucracy. Do you remember the expression for bureaucracy? Like red tape. Yeah, we can get bogged down by red tape. There's so many forms and licenses, etc. to get, and in the first tight corner, meaning the first problem. So we can get like delayed without the rich and powerful behind us. We can get delayed at the first problem. The success of my presidency is hanging on this event, so my success is very important. Please bear in mind, to bear in mind is remember, that the media mustn't catch wind of the fundraiser. So my friend is going to Ireland, right? One of my students, they're going to Ireland in December. And I'm like, they're saying, "Oh, guys, yeah, I'm going to Dublin. It's going to be really good." And I say, well, bear in mind, the weather is going to be terrible. It's not like Alicante, where it's sunny and warm. It's going to be raining. It's going to be windy. It's going to be freezing. Yeah, so bear in mind, you need to bring warm clothing. You know what I mean? So to bear something in mind, remember. So to catch wind. So remember, the media mustn't catch wind of the fundraiser. The media mustn't find out. To catch wind means to find out some information. Yeah. Or they'll shout that we are selling out to the elites. So to sell out. So I say like, oh yeah, vote for me. I'm with the working man. I'm with the working class. I'm here to improve the workers. And then the reality is I'm jumping up and down on stage like an idiot next to the orange clown like Elon Musk. Yeah, and I'm selling out to the workers. I said I'm going to help them, but I'm not. Yeah. So the workers, the working class will be angry that I'm selling out to the rich and powerful. So don't draw too much attention. Don't jump up and down on stage like a fucking idiot like Elon Musk. Yeah, you're drawing attention to yourself. Keep it quiet. So what do we need to do? We need to gather elite supporters. Make sure the press doesn't find out. Okay, let's do it. All right. What's the job? I don't know. Courting the elite. Oh, I need to send someone. Okay, I'm gonna Alta. She's the kind of PR person, isn't she? Yeah. Right. Melania says, to begin with, let's make sure the invitations to the fundraiser reach the people we want. They're scumbags like Manchester United supporters who at headquarters best knows how to connect with the elite. Well, Alta! During covert, hidden operations, no one is safe from unfortunate consequences. Anything can happen when you're breaking the law, people. If you need help, you can call in extra subordinates for a mission. But keep in mind, remember, that they may not be happy to be suddenly summoned. This is how I do it. Yeah, I summon people as emperor. All right, yeah, we got Ellie. You can do it, Ellie. Send customized. Should I add someone? Send customized invitations to everybody. All right. Ha! I always say my letters work like spells, like a witch. I sent out personalized invitations to all our influential and wealthy contacts. Nice. It's only been half a day and we already have dozens of people lined up. You'll be wading through a crowd of guests, cowboy. To wade through the water. You're wearing your Wellington boots. Yeah, you're at the river. You're wading through. When I'm present, I will be wading through my enemy's blood. Joking. Wow. Okay, let's have a look. This is the elite then, is it? This is the Illuminati or the lizard people. All the lizard people, look, they're drinking blood. They're already drinking kind of, virgin blood, I suppose. It looks like they're in some sort of church blaspheming. The lizard people are desecrating a holy site. And this must be the boss. This must be the lizard boss. Okay, totally normal. Wow, who'd have thought that so many influential lizard people would want to come to a fundraiser? Apparently, they were just waiting for us to make the first move. Well, you offer virgin blood, they come running. Someone even left me a note saying he would donate a symbolic amount to our charity every month. Someone? Someone? Why be surprised? They're lizards just like the rest of us. Don't flatter yourself, they only agreed to come because I offered virgin blood and wield the power. I have the power. I've got the power! The main thing is that they'll come and they'll listen to what we have to say. That's not important right now. You need to focus on making sure that the press doesn't learn anything about the Lizard Fest, fundraiser. Otherwise, you'll have a scandal on your hands. It's a scandal. It's an outrage. How a gal gets a husband today. Oklahoma there. Yeah. I've already sent the Secret Service boneheads home. Boneheads, idiots. Relations with the elites are already tense. There's no need to ruffle them. With full body search, the Secret Service wouldn't be much of help anyway. Okay, so the elite lizard people don't expect to be searched. Any ideas on how we can protect the event from journalists? We could kill the journalists, Alta? Any ideas? Hang a poster at the entrance with a program for a different event. So it could be a chess tournament. Class A plus live stream. They run away, To throw the media off the scent, I made up a modern art exhibition and hung it at the entrance to throw someone off the scent. So this is like with Hercule Poirot, there was these kind of maneuvers that people were doing. You remember, who was it? Archibald, the butler. He went out into the snow wearing the major's clothes to throw us, Hercule, off the scent. The scent is the smell, yeah? The dogs chase the scent. I know these journalists are idiots. They only pretend to be cultured. Just ask them the difference between modernism and postmodernism. Modernism. Ism. There's that word again. Ism. The fools will go white. To be honest, I don't know what's the difference between modernism and postmodernism. Do you? Leave a comment. So take a guess, cowboy. Decided to stay for my art exhibition. You guessed it, they all ran for the exits and your invited guests only made it look more convincing. Okay, the battery's gone in my camera, in my light. So we've been doing it now for an hour and a half. So I'm going to close it down now. Ellie! Good, the press didn't learn anything about our fundraiser. Let me open the light, maybe. Good, the press didn't learn anything about our fundraiser to raise funds as a charity event, etc. I figured I figured we would be doomed with so many guests. Let's focus on collecting as many donations as possible. Okay. Who is that? I don't know. Okay, we're going to finish up here, I think, yeah? This is a robbery. Everybody get your hands up. Conrad Glover burglar. This is a robbery. Everybody against the wall. Hands behind your head and keep your mouth shut. No, no, I won't. They'll never shut up Class A English, especially when we're on Class A English. If you're on Class A English, they'll never keep you quiet. Get to it, boys. Check the storage room on the left. You check it on the right. I got the entrance. Don't bother with no wallets. They don't want the money. We're here for the wine. Just find the bottles with the labels I showed you and move it. 2 minutes and we are out. We are gone. Wait, it's Mr. Coyote. Hey, brother, you remember me? We've been recognized. Yeah, as President of America, someone has recognized me. Oh, great, Conrad. Yes, how could I forget your ugly mug, your ugly face? You better get out of here before my people shoot you dead. Who is this man? What are you doing here? Come through. Okay, he's ID'd me, yeah, with his ugly mug, and I can't forget Conrad. He's a crook, so he might be useful. Or do we have to pay him money? I'll be damned, it's really you. That's right, Mr. Hamburglar. I noticed you're a big shot. Yeah, I'm the president. Always on TV, but underneath it all, you haven't changed a bit. You sure put Feist down good. Nice move. Nice moves, everybody. I told all the homies, yeah, that's my old boss, Class A plus English. And they told me I've been smoking too much whack. You be tripping, like wondering if my brain is busted. Yeah, man, you hang out with Class A English, your brains will be busted. Okay, you're obviously tripping, yo. What are you doing here? Petty robbery. Petty meaning small. You better get out of here quick. You better get out of here and make it quick. Coyote, is that the way to treat an old friend? Or ain't we friends anymore? Yeah, well, put the gun down, maybe. Yes, you're causing trouble. In fact, you're messing up a very important charity event. Or, he's pointing a gun in my face. Of course we're friends, man. Like a brother, yeah? A mother from another brother, yeah? You know this piece of shit, then explain to him that he is screwing up an important charity event. He's making a mess. He's making a disaster. Screw something up. I went for a job interview and I really screwed it up. I made a mess of it. Yeah, it was a disaster. Okay, I need to finish this. The camera's gone. Yeah, so we're going to finish a charity event. Really? Okay, brother. I won't rob anybody. After all, we're old friends. You and me, Conrad. Yeah, back in the day. You got to be careful of the people you got working for you. The TV says they're trying to stack the electorate against me. Anyway, I got your back. Okay, Conrad, that's cool. Let's get out of here. All right, I think now maybe I can finish it. Okay, Melania. Well, you kept it together in front of our guests. Everyone was thinking it was some kind of performance, and you acted your part well. But something tells me that guy meant business. How is it that you know that? Thug, that criminal. A thug usually is like a goon, like in Batman, which we will come back to really soon. Once the election is over, we'll go back to Batman. A thug, a goon, a heavy, the muscle. Don't worry, it was all just a show, a little dinner theatre amusement for everyone. He must have thought I was someone else. I just played along with whatever he said. He had a gun pointing at me, or, he's an old acquaintance of mine. We're from the same barrio, but we went our separate ways a long time ago. We're from the same neighborhood. Okay. That's good. I hope we never see him again. Yes, dear. It wasn't a good idea to send the secret guys home, but just think, we dealt with those thugs ourselves. Thank God it didn't end in tragedy. I do wish we had spent the evening differently. Maybe next time we could go to Broadway. We haven't been for ages. Broadway! Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They gone about as far as they can go. What happens? And this is a souvenir of tonight's dinner, a recording of the guests' conversations. I now carry a tape recorder with me everywhere on Noah's recommendation. He says no one has ever invented a better device for a successful political career. Record everything, everybody. Nice. Fake news is reporting that more and more congressmen are siding with moi. My influence is growing and no one wants history to leave them behind. Yeah, you're with me, or you're either with me or against me. All right, new income source, 50 grand a month. Let's finish it there. I think I can save it. Can I save it? You cannot save. Okay, cancel. Continue. Hang on, I need to get it right. Secret Santa, which is the Christmas game where you buy presents for people. Graznia Kowalski, Professor of Landscape Design. Your Majesty, I finished decorating your headquarters. I brought 2 truckloads of snow from the Himalayan peaks to dress up the squishy black New York City snowdrifts. We're in Washington, darling. And then, of course, some live deer on top. They beat their hoofs, yeah, hooves of a horse or a deer, yeah, the hoofs of the feet. They beat their hoofs nobly and snort. Everyone loves it. Sand magazine has already written that with your arrival in the White House, the country will be shining like snow in the headlights. Okay, I got a little bump there of 0.5% in popularity. Nice. Rena Rotel, a personal photographer. Saya, 2 hours of Hollywood makeup does not go to waste. A photo from the press conference made the cover of Men's Face magazine, which is definitely on my bucket list. Yeah, is to be on, like, is it GQ? You know, one of these magazines. This is my bucket list. If I were a man, I would die of envy. Second conditional there, present conditional. If I were a man, I would die of envy. To be jealous, to be envious. And there's a bump of 0.9%. Sweet. I think I can save it now. Save and quit. Yeah, good. Okay, great. Okay, because the light is gone there. Oh, it's not too bad, the lighting here now at the moment. It's 1:45, so that was about 1 hour and 45 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, we're going to continue tomorrow. Today's what, Sunday? Yeah. We'll do it tomorrow night, okay? So maybe like 10 p.m. Central European time, 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and we'll play again on Tuesday as well, all right? So I want to get this. I think it's kind of interesting now, to ride the coattails of the American election. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And we're playing video games and we're trying to build up some vocabulary, explain vocabulary, whether you're doing an exam or whether you're just, you want to build vocabulary, and this is a way to do it. Often students are watching films and stuff, but that's quite difficult, I think. So I'm a teacher, I teach online, and I'm just trying to explain some of the language that's being used, So again, if you're new, please press subscribe. If you're not new, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and I'd really appreciate a like, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. It's Sunday afternoon here, so I've got some time left. It's Sunday lunchtime here, so I'm going to have a nice afternoon, and I hope you do too. So take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow.